Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? I think the sound's a bit loud there. Hold on, let's turn that down a bit. Oh, not that much. Let's keep on a nice round number of 20. Because, I don't know. If it's not on a round number, I will be upset. Well, that's not entirely true. But, you know, everyone does that. Okay, maybe not everyone. But, when you're changing volumes, you've got to have it on a multiple of 5. Or at least the even number. But anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 5:50 PM on Sunday, October 25th, 2020. I don't really have any big news to share today, but it's the start of a new week and I hope it lives up to each and every one of your expectations. Well then, Isabel, signing off. I see, Isabel, you are one of the people who starts their week on Sunday, not Monday. As we... I was going to say venture off into the unknown, which is a bit... too extreme for what we're doing. Really, we're just going to walk around Fawnhollow and see what's going on. Amelia, tell me dear, do you ever feel down in the dumps? I certainly do. When that happens, I like to rearrange my room. It's refreshing and empowering to reshape the world around you. Go on, give it a try. Your friend, Amelia. Give you a whole new perspective on life. From the comfort of your very own room, what are we going to do? We will do our usual Halloween business. We'll go buy some candy. We will then... I don't know what we're going to do. We need to move Fuchsia's house, don't we? Otherwise we're not going to have room to expand out Amelia's potential expanse location. I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest. But yeah, then we'll put some more cliffs down. Try and figure out exactly what we're doing over there, which we might not be able to do. I don't know. Either that, or we can start. We can maybe think about the museum area. Start moving some models, some bug and fish models over there. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have like an outside museum and an inside museum. That's just crazy, isn't it? I suppose we could put some fossils down as well. I wish they had like fossil miniatures as well. Why am I in here? I don't know why I'm in here. I meant to run to Able Sisters, but, you know, Y's got crossed somewhere in there. So what have I been up to today? Not much. The other semi-final of League of Legends stuff went on. It was pretty exciting to watch. The finals next week, on Halloween itself. Isn't that weird? Such a big event. On another big event. I don't know. Nothing particularly fancy happened today. Was that a Chupao? Or was that a Chongsam? I'm trying to think, what did I do today? I didn't do anything like particularly out of the ordinary. I'm not going to buy this muscle suit. We already got all these things. There are not nearly as many Halloween outfits as I thought there were, to be honest. So nothing's really caught our eye. Sorry, Mabes. We're just going to have to figure out what we're doing with this cliff area. And that's, honestly, it's actually going to be quite hard. I wish you could do, like... I don't know. I don't even know what I wish I could do. I wish I could just know what I was going to do before I do it. Precognition, I guess. A very overpowered ability. Or superpower, I suppose. You ever get those moments of deja vu? I actually get them so much in my life. Like, moments where... well, it's obviously deja vu. If you don't know what deja vu is, you know, when you're in a moment, you're like, I knew this was going to happen, or I've been in this place before. Like deja vu. I've been in this place before. We got to meet Fuchsia's house. I forgot that was what I was meant to do. But yeah, but there's been so many moments in my life where I'm like, damn, I could have sworn. like obviously I know precognition, like future vision. Knowing the future, that sort of thing. I know it's not a thing, but part of me still like, maybe I've got stuff going on, you know, in my brain that gives a little bit of precognition. The one that struck me the most was one when I was younger, like way younger. I think I was like 3 to 4 or whatever. I don't even remember how I got before. I think it might have been a dream I had, or it might have been just something I was idly thinking about, but I think it was a dream. I had like a vision of someone turning to stone, and then like Medusa coming up behind them, being like whatever. I can't remember it exactly, but lo and behold, in the whatever Percy Jackson film, hold on, Percy Jackson film, I don't know when it came out, in not the 2020, the Lightning Thief, that one, 2010, where I would have been 13, where I watched it at a friend's house, and then that exact like scene which I saw in my mind was on the screen, and I was like, what? This is the sort of thing I've been randomly thinking about for all the years, I feel like, on and off. Now what probably actually happened is as Déjà Vu works, sorry future, we're still gonna move your house if you don't mind. Oh, that's a bit of a weird interruption. Anyway, I was talking about, oh yeah, Déjà Vu, like, this was, I think Vsauce made a video about this. Isn't it something about like when you process like sensory information of an event that happened, or that event that's happening right now, and then it goes to like two different parts of your brain. Like one part then like acknowledges it, and then it goes to the other part of the brain which acknowledges it again, but it's also like, hey, haven't we seen this before? When it was, you have seen it before, you saw it about 5 seconds ago in a different part of your brain or something like that. I can't remember the exact details, so that's probably horribly wrong, but it was something like that. I don't know where we're going to put Fuchsia's house temporarily. I guess here? Just to get it out of the way. This is the spot. Everyone's here to live together in this middle island. Anyway. Yeah, I think it was something like that. It was like, that's the reason Déjà Vu happens. So what probably happened is I had like a dream or something when I was younger about Medusa or whatever, which had some similar properties here and there, but you know, I remembered it kind of wrong when I was younger. I didn't actually think about it as much as I thought I did. But then when I watched Percy Jackson Lightning Thief, I saw it, I got the Déjà Vu moment, and then I associated it with a memory I had, which is sort of relevant. Sorry, I'm sort of dying here, my throat, hold on. And a bit of a coughing fit. And then from that point onwards, I was like, man, I'm psychic, when I'm just not. It's funny to think about though. So we're going to put some weird cliff-like structures on here. Oh, maybe we should have like an actual canyon. That's an interesting thought. I hadn't thought about that. In which case, shouldn't we move this forward one? It can be like, that makes it seem very earthy rather than airy, right? We want it to feel mountainous. We don't want it to feel like it's cavernous, I suppose, is how I'd put it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's not quite what I meant. But maybe that's okay. Have it like this instead. Maybe we can make like a weird heart shape going on. No we can't. I think that should be... Okay, I don't want to make it too mountainous without knowing how far we're going to extend it out either. So let's see. We're going to have Amelia's house there. We're going to have a ramp here. We're probably going to have ramps here, actually, now I think about it, leading up to this Rainbow Road. That's an interesting thought. That's actually quite a nice idea. Leading up from the side of Rainbow Road, so it's like you sort of walk around into it. Is that what I want? I think we can work with that. I can't remember how long ramps are, to be honest. But we can get rid of these. Is it 3x4? Sorry, 2x3? I think it might be. Which would be a perfect length. If not, we can extend the rainbow trail out once more. But I think this could be like a nice placing for a ramp. Go up like this. And then, I don't know, but maybe then we shouldn't have this part be so far out. I guess we could do that. This part could start curling up again, in which case we didn't need to move Caesar's house, but... Why don't we... build a ramp. Oh, we don't know what sort of ramp we want. Do we want natural ramps? Or do we want different kind? I don't know, but there's so many options in this game, it's really hard to choose. Because I want a unifying thematic between of the 4 different corners, I suppose. And the one, I guess this is meant to be a much more of a metropolis-like area, but not quite a metropolis. It should be more mountainous. Yeah, we should definitely have more higher cliffs here. I don't really want to sort of bury Fuchsia though. But I do want a large plateau. And then maybe Apollo's house could be like here, cut away in a little nook or something. I'm not sure. Do I want it there or do I want it down here? No, I probably want it up here somewhere. Not too far along because this is where the museum's going to go. Or we could just have like a high street. We can have like the 2 shops here. And Apollo's house could be sort of here. Like near the foot of this plateau. That's an interesting thought. Let's do it like that then. So let's extend this out. Yeah, so that's Déjà Vu for you. There's also, as I learnt, different types of something vus. There's Déjà Vu, there's Jamais Vu, which is it's like semantic satiation. It's like the sensation you get when you see something which you know but you don't remember. So it's like, you know, sometimes you might see a word, you're like, oh, I've used this word before, and I definitely know how to write it, I just can't remember how to spell it right now. Or like, I don't know. It's hard to think of situations, because I suppose it's all personal, dependent on what you know. I think that was Jamais Vu. Do I want to extend this out like this? I think I do, actually. Just to give some irregular shape. Irregular shapeness. And there's also Presque Vu. Wait, maybe... I'm trying to think which way around, because Presque Vu means nearly seen. That's something like... I thought, well, no, maybe that one's the one when you know... where you've seen something, but you know it, but you don't remember it. You can only remember things near to it. So Jamais Vu must be something... you see something... but you've never seen before when you think you know it. But that's kind of what Déjà Vu is. Hold on, this is a Google question. Jamais Vu. So Déjà Vu, of course, see again. Jamais Vu, never seen. Phenomenon of experiencing a situation that one recognises in some fashion, but nonetheless seems novel and unfamiliar. It's a type of déjà vu. What? So it's when you've been in a situation which you know you've been in before, but you get the sense that it's a feeling of you've never seen it before. That makes sense. Confucia's still getting her home like this. Gotta make sure we don't completely block off her home, otherwise they won't be able to move it. I'm sure this is not very convenient for the builders though. And then Presque Vu is the tip of a tongue, is when you know something but you can't quite remember it. So, I mean, there's a Wikipedia article right there. Why not click it? Oh, it's just tip of a tongue. Okay, fair enough. Failing to retrieve a word or term from memory combined with partial recall, and the feeling of retrieval is imminent. Actually, I remember another bit about Presque Vu is why it happens. It's something like your brain tries to do shortcuts and efficiencies of recording information. So when you're like, for example, maybe you're trying to remember the word banana or something, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to remember the word banana. And your brain's like, oh, okay, so you're trying to remember that yellow fruit, okay? Well then, no, wait, this is a bad example. Now think about it. It's basically your brain. Oh, okay, no. You're trying to remember the word banana, but you remember lemon, and you're like, oh, yellow fruit. But then you can't remember anything else because your brain has picked out lemon, basically. It's something like that. It's something like it picks out things which are close to. Oh, I just hit enter by accident. I didn't. Hopefully that didn't do anything. Which is close to what you wanted. But then once it's like locked onto that thing, it makes it hard to remember the other things around it. Something like that. I think we can extend this plateau out this way as well, can't we? We'd have a rather large mountainous area. And leads to more mountains, which we can put on the top right. And we can maybe move Amelia's house over a little bit. I don't know. But the only problem is, actually, yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should extend this outwards. Have a big corner part over there, which is up 4 stories, because you can't really do anything with it 4 stories, so that should just be the peak of a mountain. Or this sort of diagonally comes down to, I don't know, I guess this could be like a hidden area over here. I'm not really sure, I haven't thought that far. It'd be really nice if we could make like tunnels in this game. Like imagine we can make like a crawl through tunnel through here, underneath there to the other side or something. Just some more terraforming ideas would be really cool. I mean, presumably they'll be implemented into the game at some point. But like, you know, I kind of want them now when I'm doing my terraforming. We do got to think though how we want the ramp to happen. It could be we have the ramp over here, like leading upwards, and then Apollo's house is just here. And that gives us a lot of space over here to do some weird like shopping streets, I suppose. The only thing is I'm not creative enough to think out a way. Well, I suppose we could put able sisters here. But I'm not creative enough to think of a way to put, if I put like Nook's Cranny here, and able sisters here, to make it look good, you know? That's my concern. Or we could put the ramp up this side. Is that better? No, maybe here. So then it's like you're actually walking up the mountain to that sort of thing. I don't know, Because right now it's definitely sort of a triangular shape going this way. Which I think is fine, don't get me wrong. But it does mean it's going to be difficult to figure out where we're going to put a ramp, if anything. That should probably be a rounded corner. Actually, put a rounded corner here. So we shouldn't extend this out too much further. This might be good in itself, to be honest. Something like this. And then we could put a ramp here. I think that'd be okay. Have a ramp come out here. Or this is like a vista. Like an overlook point. Yeah, this should be like an overlook point. Or something. And we also got to fix the cliffs we're doing down here. So we could make them go over like this, and then, I don't know, what could this be? We'd have some space down here. We could put someone else's house down here. If we, Do I want to get rid of this entire cliff part? This is just tough issues in Animal Crossing. I think I do. I think it gives more emphasis if we have like a triple arch of landmass, because right now it's a bit boring. It just sort of slowly, steadily coming out again. So why don't we do that? We'll sort of shave away at this, despite the fact we spent a lot of time building it up last episode. That's fine. You know, sometimes you've got to build things up, just try them, and you'll tear them down again. That's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Do we want this to be an enclosed ramp? I think the answer is no. I think we want it to be an open ramp, so we want all of this gone. Or at least mostly gone. I think it can come out again at some point. It could be like peekaboo. I'm trying to think of other deja vu moments, because the problem with those deja vu moments, and you know, trying to think if you're actually psychic or not, which, spoilers, you're not, unfortunately, I'm here to say, but and like, they're not things you just like randomly think about right now. I feel like a ramp is 2x4. Do we have any ramps? If it is 2x4, are we okay with it jutting out a little bit? Or would we want to extend it once more, like this? You know, why don't we just Google it? New Horizons ramp dimensions. Island customization. Ramp. Incline dimensions. 2x4. It is 2x4. Okay. So we should think now what we want to do. Because 2x4 would mean it would come up to like there. But I think a better option is probably to extend the rainbow garden out once more. But 4 might look too wide. It's an annoying number. I suppose the alternative is we could have a ramp going up this way, like onto the rainbow ramp and rainbow trail. It's an interesting thought. Do I like that though? I'm just trying to picture it in my mind. Well, first things first, we've got to get rid of this fossil that's spawned here. Oh. These tough decisions, huh? Because I think if the rainbow trail is 4 wide, it starts looking a bit big. But if we pop out here, that doesn't really make sense. It makes sense for us to pop out here. So then, am I okay with it jutting out slightly? It's hard to decide. Maybe I am okay with it jutting out. I think I'm okay with, more okay with it jutting out at the bottom than I am at the top, so that's my hunch. So I think we should extend it out like this for a little bit and get rid of some more of this cliff. The thing is, it's so immediate. Do I want it to be a soft gradual thing and then we put the ramp here? But then what would we put in these 3? Like the corners here? I don't know, we could put like lamps or something? What I'm saying is, like, should I put like these 3 blocks in to sort of ease into the ramp and put the ramp here? It does look a bit smoother if it's like this, doesn't it? But yet again, it also means the ramp is so far away from this thing. Oh, if only we could put a diagonal ramp in. And plus we need to put, hold on, we need to extend it out another layer, and that just gives far too many layers of detachment from the ramp. Okay, I think we want the ramp to hug the wall. So we want the ramp here. We've got the cliff doing some sort of extending outwards. We can round it off there. So something like this, that seems okay. It's a bit sudden, is my only sort of distaste for it, but I think by having a ramp here it will make it feel a bit less sudden. And then, I don't know, we can put a piece of furniture here, like maybe 2 lamps either side of this ramp, so it doesn't feel like it's jutting out as much. I think that's reasonable. And this is like an outlook point. I want it to be such that when we look up at this point, we can see the cliff, we can see the mountain peak, so it's like you're ascending to the top of a mountain. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we do need to extend this part outwards, in which case I think we should get rid of this thing and move Amelia's house, probably where Fuchsia's house is, actually, but like, you know, upper floor. That's my hunch. It's a real shame we can't actually climb up here, because it does give us a lot of wasted space. Especially since we need to extend this, we don't need to, obviously. Need is a strong word in this game. It's Animal Crossing. You don't really need to do anything. But I want to see how far down we need to put this so when we look up at the cliff we can actually see the mountain. Like, can we see the one up right there? I don't know. Seems like we'd be able to. Oh, it has to be quite near. We can only see that left one. What if we move the right one forward one? Can we see it like that? That I think I'd be happier with. Because that gives it a little bit of space where we can put like a bench or something. Nah, you can't really. Okay. So it has to be that far out. That's fine. I think we should maybe extend this vista point out a little bit then. Maybe just once. It's my thinking. think I want to thicken it up on this diagonal here a little bit. And then maybe once here. That seems reasonable. Okay, then this is going to be the mountain peak. It's going to have to be quite long. It doesn't have to be long necessarily. We could have something around the... We don't have to extend it that far backwards. That's true, that's true. We definitely need at least this bit. This bit filled in though. I think we shouldn't extend it out this far backwards, in fact. We can do some clever hidden stuff maybe behind the peak. But should perhaps be a little bit circular. So like, once it extends out that far, we start extending it out this way. We can have like a treacherous mountain path around the side. Oh, then we could block it off and then have like a secret area over here or something. That's a cool idea. Don't get ahead of yourself though. Get the basics down first. Apparently we've got a random hole there. So extend it out a bit like this. And then extend it a bit more out like here. Not sure how far out we want to go. Maybe like up to here. Because, yet again, remember that this is dead space we're working with. Annoyingly, we can't even start a waterfall up here, I think. But the peak can be like this. So maybe we can put like a telescope over here to look out. And then here could be like a bench. Yeah, seems reasonable. And then we extend this out a little bit. And then maybe have a bit of a mountain stream. From up here going downwards. I can see it, I can see it. It's all coming together in my mind. Let's round off some of these corners so it doesn't look as harsh, maybe. We want this one to be a rounded corner, I think. This one could be a harsh corner. Because, you know, it's not all rounded corners in nature. Quite a lot of harsh corners too. We'll make this one a rounded corner. Or we'll do that, which is not really what I wanted to do. But I think that looks okay as well. So this is our mountain peak. And you can have like a trail. Like an adventurous trail that goes around here. That seems like a cute idea. So then Amelia's house I suppose should be, I don't know, we'll see what it looks like once Fuchsia's house gone, but I'd imagine we're either going to put it one here or we're going to put it where Fuchsia's house is, just back a bit. And that leaves a question, where do we put Apollo's house? His can be maybe in the heart of the city, quote area. So he can be like here. He can be like here, we can have like the shops either side of him or something. So this is more like an alpine area. Then what are we going to do with this big empty space? So then we start the transition into the much more city like sort of thing, right? You know, put vending machines, street lights, that sort of thing. We can like fence off, oh that'd be interesting, we'd like fence off a rainbow trail on this side because it's like preservation of nature in a city, but on the other side, since it's meant to be, this is meant to be more of a wild area, it's not fenced off. All natural paths, desire paths everywhere, that sort of thing. Oh, these are good ideas and I'm not going to remember them, unfortunately. But you know, that's just how it rolls. I'm just trying to think where I actually do want to put Apollo's house. We could put it here. But then I think that would be too close to Amelia's house. In which case we should maybe put Amelia's house like over here. Like at the back. So it's like near the cliff. She's like a park ranger of a mountain. And then maybe we put Apollo's house over here near the museum. We're also going to move a museum over here somewhere. I don't know how big a museum is. Maybe I should look that up. I was going to search Neopets. That's the completely wrong thing. Animal Crossing New Horizons Museum dimensions. 7 wide by 4 long. Okay. 7 wide is really annoying. Because we're going to center it on this double point, right? It's going to be uncentered. What can we do about that? I don't know what we can do about that. It has to be uncentered. Oh well, I get that's a problem for future me, not current me. So I suppose we'll round off this video here. Oh, deja vu. I'm joking. Well, not really, but like, you know, that's a terrible joke. But if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions greatly appreciated. And if you want, join me Dear Darling Discord down in the description below. Hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.